Hey everybody, welcome. It's Lindsay. I'm so happy to be here with you today and to show off and explain this beautiful journal that I have made. I hope that you enjoy it. You might hear the fan or my boys in the background. It is summer break, so it is hot and noisy around here, but I still want to show up with great content. If you enjoy the content I create, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, and hit that notification bell next to it so you're notified whenever I release a new video. So today I have a journal. This is a gift that I've made for Jill. So Jill, I don't know if you're watching this, but Jill and I did a little swap, and she sent me the sweetest box with some inks and some little Tim Holtz ephemera and some other things. It was so sweet. I love doing swaps with you guys, and so you can always message me about that and see if I have any availability for that. I especially love old inks and ink pads and things like that. So here we go. This is also a project done for Liana Scrap on Etsy. Last week I showed you that I printed all of these papers, minus the ones I used in the journal, from her Botanical collection sale on Etsy. You can click the link in the description box below. It will take you to her shop, and she has a sale right now. This is 18 of her kits, and I believe last time I checked she had over 150 listings on Etsy, so you can imagine how many beautiful things she has. But this whole pile of paper took us almost 20 minutes to flip through last week. You can go back and watch that video if you're interested in what is available, but it is on sale for just a little over $20 right now. I cannot believe it is so worth it. And some of you told me that you purchased this, so I hope that you still will purchase it. And you know, turning on my lights might help with the brightness. I thought I did. But so if you do purchase them, let me know and let Liana know I sent you. But Liana asked me to make a journal, so I did, and I decided to gift it to Jill. So that's the long backstory. Let's get into it. The cover is a mixed media cover that I did. It is made from the back of a 12 by, or the front actually, of a 12 by 12 scrapbook pad. If you've been watching my channel, you remember I've been using up the Chamel Starshine paper pack I had gotten years ago, and it just really wasn't my aesthetic anymore. So I was also using the covers. So this is the white side, and I have just layered a bunch of inks. So there's some of my paper potion spray, and there's stenciling, and there's stamping. Vicki gave me this Ivy stamp. I love it. And then the grunge, a lot of the grunge comes from the black of the stencil, as well as using the Tim Holtz spray. It's one of the mica, the metal type sprays. I don't remember. It's the gray one. I don't remember what it's called. So that's the cover, and then I added this little doily and little pink flower. It is stitched around. There are 60 pages inside, and there's a couple of things I did special for this journal that I'll talk about while we're going through it. The ribbon here I aged a little bit with some gold ink. It just brings down the bright of the white. And the kit that I used in here was the aged botanicals from Liana Scrap. I think she probably sells it individually, I'm not sure, but it was a part of that giant kit. So the inside I just covered with some scrapbook paper. And then here's one of the little pockets and tags from the kit. This journal does not have a ton of ephemera. There are no paper clips. Most of the ephemera is either a pocket or it is glued on, because I want this to be a usable writing journal, a usable journal that Jill can decorate. So here's the gorgeous pages. Another thing I did was on the back of the pages, I used my gel plate and some inks and paints on the back, and then with my brayer, I even rolled over some of the fronts here. Maybe this one doesn't have it. I thought it did, because it looks like a mixed media effect anyway. So whenever little bits of paint got on there, it just added to it. Also used the Tim Holtz doily stencil. There's a ticket and some hand-dyed papers. I did not use any book pages or specialty pages in this journal. They are all digitals. gel prints or hand-dyed papers. So this is a hand-dyed paper that I did. You can see the inky gel plate, and I was using a distress stain in the Worn Lipstick color. And then this is a hand-dyed paper flip with one of the journal cards. And you can see here's where I got ink onto her page, and I love that. I've used some stamping on the jelly plate. Just a messy mixed media look with the Aged Botanicals. A little bit of script stamp on that one. See, I'm gluing on some of the ephemera just so it makes a pretty page, but I want her to have lots of room to use it as she desires. So after I did the simple jelly plate background, I came back in with gold ink and the Tim Holtz doily stencil to add another layer of the mixed media. I love these Aged Botanical. And then I even used, when you're cleaning off your brayer with the gel plate, I even did that on the page as well, cleaning off a stencil, just using up those little pieces. There's an ephemera piece as well. That is my favorite one. So pretty. And like little bits of paint and ink would get on the pages. And I love that. They're little page flags, so I just added one there. I just see just a little bit of a stencil with that really brings it to the next level. I've used pinks and greens to mimic these. You can see where I've gotten paint on this corner and up here. I think that's fun to add an extra layer. So I made a pocket from one of the journal cards, and then there's a little coloring page here and a little piece of like a handmade type paper. Her pages are so beautiful. Love how the ink beads up on that gel plate. And then this is her paper, but I've got gel plate grunge and stencil grunge on it as well. And then this is another gel printed page I had done with a stencil previously. And then I did a little wax seal, and I have a video coming out Thursday about wax seals. So I hope that you will make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for that. Another one of the journal cards. Little paint marks that I've added. All these different jelly printed and stenciled pages. I think they go along really well with her gorgeous, gorgeous pages. And it was kind of refreshing not to add a whole bunch of paper clips. Just to add little bits of pretty. Did the ink splotches there. Oh, so yummy, so beautiful. So Jill, this is heading to you in the next couple of days. And I really, really loved working with those Aged Botanical digitals from Liana Scrap. And you can see how beautiful they are in a journal. They really stand out on their own. You do not have to add much else to your journal. It's a great way to make gifts fairly quickly. Maybe you want to make several and you don't have time to put an hour per page to add tons of decoration. Liana's digitals will stand out on their own. They're incredible, they're beautiful, they're layered, and I am so honored to have a chance to be able to work with them. Thank you, Liana. Thank you everyone for watching, and Jill, your journal's on its way.